News Los Angeles, The Rundown.
Hello, I'm Amy Johnson. Here's a look at your top stories. We're learning new details about the victims in yesterday's shooting at UNLV. The 3 people killed were all faculty members. KCAL News reporter Nicole Comstock is in Las Vegas with the latest on the investigation. Nicole.
Well, Amy, we just wrapped up a press conference with investigators a couple of minutes ago, and the sheriff here says that while the shooter was not targeting any students specifically in this attack, he personally believes that he very may well have turned violent against them next, given all of the evidence they have since uncovered. Now, we're also learning some information about 2 of the 3 victims who were killed in this attack. Take a look at this first photo here. This is Patricia Navarro-Velez, an assistant professor of accounting who had devoted her career to educating the next generation of accountants. She joined UNLV nearly 5 years ago as a professor of accounting, where she primarily focused on teaching accounting information systems. This next photo here is Cha-Jan Jerry Chang, a longtime educator of management information systems, spending more than 20 years of his academic career to teaching the next generation. We spoke with a student earlier today who actually had him as a professor, who said that although he taught data communications, he didn't have a smartphone. It was something they found endearing about him. They always tried to convince him to buy one, and they said he would simply just smile at them. Here's some video of the scene unfolding yesterday. Cell phone video showing students and staff at the University of Nevada, Las Vegas running from campus as Wednesday's mass shooting unfolded on the 4th floor of the business school building, killing 3 people. The 3rd victim will be identified after their family members are made aware of what happened to them. Now, at this press conference a couple of minutes ago, police identified 67-year-old Anthony James Polito of Henderson as the shooter in this attack. They say he had a criminal history involving computer trespassing from back in 1992, that he used a Taurus 9mm handgun in this attack and also had 9 loaded magazines with him. They say that gun was legally purchased, and they do not know how many rounds he had. They say he was a professor who worked in Georgia and North Carolina and tried unsuccessfully to work at UNLV. They also mentioned that dash cam in the suspect's car shows that yesterday, before the shooting rampage, he went to the post office and tried to mail out letters to 22 other professors across the country. In the suspect's apartment, they say there was a chair with an arrow pointing down to a document, which was his last will and testament, computer components, and a handgun box matching the weapon used in the shooting. They say there was also a target list with names of different professors from UNLV and Eastern Carolina faculty members, but the professors killed in this attack were apparently not even on that list. Another really chilling detail, they say one of the letters they found that he was trying to mail out had some kind of unknown white powder in it, and they're sending out a warning tonight to any educator across the country who may receive one of those letters. Take a listen.
What we're asking is that if anybody in the education world receives a letter with a no return address that is taped, we ask you to proceed with caution and contact your local authorities. Of particular attention from the ones that have been addressed are those at Carolina and UNLV.
And the sheriff says that the 2 deputies involved in the gun battle with the suspect are absolutely heroes who rushed over here to save people's lives. He says they definitely prevented a bloodbath, as they believe that he may have again turned towards students next. We're also hearing that classes and all campus events are canceled through at least Sunday, but that could be extended to a future date. We can also tell you that we saw police on campus today escorting students from different places on campus. Lots of people had their parents out here with them, and that law enforcement presence definitely comforting to them as they start to come to terms with what happened yesterday. For now, reporting live, I'm Nicole Comstock, KCAL News.
All right, Nicole, thank you for that. Voter registration is now open for next year's homeless count in LA County. Volunteers will tally the number of unhoused people, tents, vehicles, and makeshift shelters that they spot over the course of 3 days. All of this happening next month. The LA Homeless Services Authority says the count is an important tool to understand which areas in the county need the most help. Those who are interested in helping the count can register online. Turning now to your weather. We are tracking gusty winds in places like Long Beach. KCAL News meteorologist Paul Diano is tracking the latest conditions in your next weather.
Good afternoon to you. Meteorologist Paul Deanna with your forecast. Still a pleasant afternoon, not as warm, another 5 to 8 degrees cooler today. But topping our next weather headlines, a few new things introduced to our forecast, at least new for recent weather. We're foggy in the Inland Empire for several hours this morning, and it's going to get windy later on today as temperatures fall back to what is average. Wind advisory in effect this afternoon through tonight. All of our west-facing beaches in LA County, including Pacific Palisades and Torrance, Huntington Beach, Palos Verdes, east to Long Beach. It also includes Malibu and the San Fernando Valley. We'll likely see wind gusts in excess of 30 or 40 miles per hour. And a high surf advisory continues for one more day in Ventura County with an increased risk of rip currents. High temperatures today, simply going back to average. But if you were outside the past couple days, maybe were sweating if you were doing stuff outdoors. Today is markedly cooler. Pasadena 68, Chino 67, Laguna Beach only 64. Your extended forecast keeps us in the upper 60s for Los Angeles and Anaheim and Irvine through tomorrow. Then we lose the stronger onshore breeze. We warm up. Highs will be back to the 70s Saturday through the weekend and the first half of next week. That's your forecast.
Paul, thank you. You know, for many of us, the holiday season means Santa, shopping, snow, and stress. This time of year really can take a toll on mental health, and a recent survey by the American Psychiatric Association finds that 29% of Americans are more stressed out this year than last year. Here to give us some insight and some tips on navigating holiday stress is Dr. Haida Fakhrababi with LA County's Department of Mental Health. Doctor, thanks so much for joining us.
Thank you for the opportunity.
Absolutely. Let's start with this. Why do you think we're seeing so many more people that are stressed this holiday season compared to last?
No, I saw the report as well too, and many Americans reported that economy and money is one of the major stressors that they're experiencing today. For a variety of reasons, we see a spike in mental health issues such as depression and anxiety. That can be a contributing factor to that as well.
What are some of the ways that people can actually ease some of that anxiety that they're feeling?
Well, one of the things that's imperative, Surgeon General in May of 2023 came out with the topic of social isolation and loneliness being the epidemic in the United States. And it's not only the United States, it's a global health issue. And one of the important strategies that they talked about, cultivating the culture of connectedness. So being together. If you know someone is isolated and lonely, please include them, reach out to them, and invite them to these gatherings.
Mental health services and resources that LA County offers during this time of year.
Absolutely. The Los Angeles County Department of Mental Health supports the well-being of our family and friends and residents in LA County. And we have a 24-hour, 7 days a week telephone helpline, 1-800-854-7771. 24 hours, 7 days a week. If you press option 1, it can connect you to our access line. You can get referral and resources for mental health in your area. Option 2 is our emotional support line. Happens when we're experiencing challenges from 10:30 a.m. until 9 p.m. 7 days a week, we can contact them. And option 3 is for our veteran lines. They can call from 9 a.m. till 8 p.m. And also 988 suicide and lifeline for mental health crisis, for substance use crisis. Please call 988 24/7 confidential line.
Doctor, thank you so much for taking the time to speak with us and give us this really important information. I think it's going to be helping so many this holiday season. Thank you.
Thank you.
Tonight marks the first night of Hanukkah. LA Mayor Karen Bass joined other leaders to light a menorah that was pulled from the ashes of a Polish synagogue during World War II. The menorah will be displayed in the City Hall Rotunda throughout the 8 days of Hanukkah. And And don't forget, our Chips for Kids toy drive is underway. And if you'd like to donate a new unwrapped, unopened toy, here are some drop-off locations across Southern California. You can also donate online. We're making it really easy. Just scan that QR code on your screen, or you can go to chipsforkids.com or text the word toys to 76278. And I hope that you'll join me tomorrow at our next in-person toy drive. It's at the Walgreens on Ventura Park Road in Thousand Oaks. It's happening from 10 in the morning until 6:30 in the evening, and I will be joined by my colleague, Ross Colombo. So we hope you'll come by, say hi, and drop off a new unwrapped toy for a child in need. And this has been CBS News Los Angeles, The Rundown. We want to thank you for joining us, and we'll be back live at 4 o'clock right here on CBS News Los Angeles.